The last couple of days we've been looking at income and expenditure that we have coming into our household. Today's task is to start looking at your assets, to start pooling information together and see what assets you actually hold. Now, assets could be things like bank savings, it could be things like ISAs that you have that maybe you've been feeding into for several years. It could also be the pensions that you've accumulated over time working for different people. So for example, I had 5 pensions, 3 small ones, 2 much bigger ones, and I chose to pull 3 of the little ones together into a thing called a SIP, a self-invested personal pension, where because I wasn't necessarily having a lot of growth from the pension company, then I chose to look after it myself. Now, I am not advocating at this stage that you move any pensions, but what I would say is actually start to get to know what you actually have, and including those things that will come into play in the future, and see what assets you have. Because at the moment you might be aware of the fact that you've got expenditure of X level and you've got income of Y level. Now, if you're in a lucky position, that Y is greater than your X. If you're in a neutral position, then those two figures might be very similar, and actually if you're in a negative situation, then your income may already be less than your expenditure, and maybe it's time to start looking at what you spend money on and how you can gain extra income. So start looking through those old files, those old bits of filing you never got round to, and actually just find out what assets do you actually have in your house, in your various different bank accounts, in other people's bank accounts, or money that they're looking after for you, and actually just see what you can get and pull together so it's all together in one place.